Yes, she says that I just want to live like an orphan who is alone and nobody is there to nag her. She says that I want to roam in the street freely. मैं गली में एकदम एकांत अकेले शांति से टहलना चाहती हूँ, घूमना चाहती हूँ. I pattern soft dust on my hushed bare feet. Means she says that I want to walk on the soft dust and want to make patterns of my feet while walking. The silence is golden, the freedom is sweet. She says that silence is golden. Golden means silence is precious, very very precious, बहुत कीमती है. The freedom is sweet. She says that I don't want to be scolded and ordered again and again what to do and what not to do. I want to be left alone without mother and father. So you can imagine the feeling of Amanda, that she is very rebellious and she doesn't want to be interfered in her work. Again, in the next paragraph, mother says, don't eat that chocolate, Amanda. Remember your acne, Amanda. Will you please look at me when I am speaking to you, Amanda? Don't eat the chocolate, Amanda. Mother is again scolding her not to eat chocolate. Remember your acne. Acne, you understand? This is a pimple. When your skin discharges more oil than that is normal, it causes acne or pimple. So that's why she says that don't eat chocolate. If you eat more chocolate, it will cause acne at your face. Will you please look at me when I am speaking to you, Amanda? She says that why don't you look at me? Why don't you pay attention to my words when I am talking to you? You should pay attention to my words when I am speaking to you. Who is saying? Mother is saying that you should pay attention to my words when I am talking to you. Again, she becomes more rebellion. She becomes more violent, you can say, and her thinking becomes very different than her mother. What she says? You can see, I am Rapunzel. I have not a care. Life is a tower in tranquil and rare. I'll certainly never let down my bright hair. Stop that sulking. This is the next paragraph. Before that, these three lines. I am Rapunzel. I have not a care. Rapunzel is a kind of fairy. See, ये एक परी है. And this is also an imaginary fairy. There is no existence in real life of Rapunzel. This is in stories, in mythology. It is said that this is an imaginary creature, and she is captured in a tower by a witch. एक चुड़ैल के द्वारा, विच के द्वारा, उसको जादूगरनी के द्वारा उसको एक टावर में कैद कर दिया गया है. How rebellion, how agitate, how you can say powerful agitation is there of Amanda, that she says that I want to be a Rapunzel. I want to live like a Rapunzel. I have not a care, means I don't care what other people say. I don't pay attention to other words, means I want to be left alone. She is so angry, she is so rebellion that she says that I want to be captured in a tower. कोई विच आकर मुझे एक टावर में कैद कर दे. Is tranquil and rare. Tranquil, where there is a peaceful atmosphere. Peaceful means there is nobody to speak more. Only I will live alone. And rare. Rare means rare people get chance to live in a what? In a tower like this. So I want to live in a tower alone. I will certainly never let down my bright hair. ऐसा इन माइथोलॉजी, इन स्टोरीज में कहा गया है कि रेपुंजल इज कैप्चर्ड इन अ टावर एंड शी हैज लॉन्ग गोल्डन हेयर, एंड जब भी वो अपने बालों को उस टावर से बाहर की तरफ निकालती है तो विच जो है उसके बालों को पकड़कर उसके पास तक पहुंचती है. सो दैट्स व्हाई शी सेज दैट आई विल नेवर लेट डाउन माय ब्राइट हेयर. वो कहती है मैं अपने बालों को कभी भी टावर से बाहर की तरफ नहीं निकालूंगी ताकि कोई विच मेरे तक पहुंच सके. विच हेयर, शी इज रेफरिंग टू हर मदर, कि कोई उसकी मदर आकर उसके पास पहुंचे और उसको कुछ कहे, उसको नैगिंग करे, उसको स्कॉल्ड करे. ऐसा मैं नहीं चाहती. आई विल नेवर डू दैट. मीन्स शी वॉन्ट्स टू लिव अलोन इन अ ट्रांसकिल. ट्रांसकिल मीन्स शांतिपूर्वक माहौल में रहना चाहती है. Stop that sulking at once, Amanda. You are always so moody, Amanda. Anyone would think that I nagged at you, Amanda. Here mother says, stop that sulking. Sulking means to upset at once, Amanda. She says, Amanda, whenever I ask you something, you become upset. Don't upset. Stop that such kind of behavior, Amanda. You are always so moody, means you always get upset very frequently. Very often you become upset whenever I say something to you. So don't be moody. Don't always react like this. Anyone would think, otherwise people, anyone means other people will say that I nagged at you, कि मैंने तुम्हें डांटा है. But try to understand. Try to understand, I am not scolding you, I am not pestering you, I am not instructing you, I am just making you understand that whatever I say, that is for your welfare. जो कुछ भी मैं कहती हूं तुम्हारे अच्छे के लिए कहती हूं. Take my words positively. Take my words positively. Don't take it negative. Whatever I say as a mother is for your welfare. So this is the end of the chapter. You can better understand that what exactly she means and what is the reaction of children. Let's talk about the poetic devices which have been used here. First of all, if we talk about the rhyme scheme of the poem, stanza number 1, 3, 5, 7. If we talk about rhyme scheme, this is A, B, A. A, B, A. You can see in the very first stanza that yes, don't bite your nails, Amanda. Amanda in the last word is Amanda, Amanda in first and second line and in fourth line. But in third line, this is straight, this is a different rhyme scheme. So that's why the rhyme scheme is A, B, A. The same is there in third, fifth and seventh also. Next poetic device that has been used in this poem, alliteration. Alliteration means repetition of a consonant sound at the beginning of consecutive words. Means you can see in the first paragraph, stop. This stop is a word where consonant sound is very powerful. S. Again slouching, S. Then sit, then straight. So S is very powerful in this line. The same is there in other lines, other stanzas also. Next poetic device that has been used is anaphora. If two or more lines are starting from the same word, that is called anaphora. You can see first line, don't. First line is starting with don't. Second line is also starting with don't. Again in the third paragraph, did you, and again next line is did you tidy your room. So this one is also what? Anaphora. Then assonance. Assonance is a vowel sound that is very powerful, that is very prominent. In third paragraph, last line you can see O, thought.